Kit Kats can read.
Hello, so today is the 3rd of April. I actually haven't vlogged yet for April, so it's probably the first vlog that you will actually see. So I'll quickly update you on reading. So on the 1st of April I actually finished a book, and that was Love Life in the List by Casey West. And I gave that 5 out of 5 stars, really enjoyed it. So I reviewed it on Goodreads and then I reviewed it on Advice because I did originally get an e-arc of it on Advice. So I've done the review for that. Really enjoyed it. It was a really cool book, kind of like a sort of quest in a way, but also with a bit of best friend to lovers angst going on. So I really enjoyed that. And then I started in the evening Meet Me at Midnight by Jessica Pennington. So I read a good chunk of that. I want to say that I read about 20% of it. And then I woke up in the morning and went to work, and I believe I read another probably 10%. And then I feel like I read possibly another 10% that evening, as in like last night, because I know that I'm close to being, I think I'm around like 40% through it, so quite near the halfway mark of that book. Still, already considering I worked like all day yesterday and I only started it like the evening of the 1st, I'm already nearly halfway through another book, so that's really good. For April's going really well so far. So I've set my Friday reads up, and I've mentioned like 4 books, but that's just because I don't know how my reading's gonna go. It could be that I don't do a lot of reading this weekend, but it could also mean that maybe I could. So the aim is that I focus on Meet Me at Midnight, and then when I finish that I'll go on to Ben's in Love, and then when I finish that I'll go on to By Your Side, and then when I finish that I'll go on to Truly Devious. So that's like my bookish plan, but also at the same time it could be that maybe when I finish, I know Ben's in Love for example, maybe I could be like, you know what, I want to read Truly Devious, so I could like switch it up, and you know, but that's why I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna bring these 4 books with me and see how I go, and then we shall see. So it might be that I do a lot of reading tomorrow, but it all depends like what time I'll be home and what happens, and yeah, because it could be that I could be waiting for something, so if I'm waiting for something then I could do some reading then, sort of thing. So yeah, it's all up in the air at the moment with reading, but those are the books I'm reading from. I'm going to read now just a little bit until I leave. I've got probably about an hour before I have to leave. I've got everything ready, it's all ready to go, and then I'll leave at 12 to go get some food shopping done, and then yeah, my next quest starts at 1 p.m. to dry some laundry and get that done. So yeah, really exciting adult things. So yeah, so I'm gonna head off now and get some more of Meet Me at Midnight done, and I will try and see if I can update you guys tomorrow on what reading happened for today and the plans for reading tomorrow. Hey guys, it's Saturday. I'm just here to update you on some reading. So I'm back home now. I came back home sort of like early afternoon, and I haven't done any reading as of yet. I'm not having a very good mental health day, but I did read some of Meet Me at Midnight yesterday, and I'm 59% through. I didn't read a lot yesterday. I was feeling very mentally tired even yesterday, and I ended up sort of like sleeping early evening and then going to bed like really late, like early morning sort of thing. Yeah, I had a very broken sleep. I've hurt my back, pulled it somehow, but I'm not having a very good day. I'm gonna try and like pull through it and like get some reading done, because I need to like motivate myself to do something, because at the moment I have no motivation. But like I talk have said, gotta get the ball rolling sometimes in order to get motivation going. So I've got my Kindle here, I'm gonna open it. I'm gonna see if I can focus on some reading. If not, I'm gonna try and find a game. If not, I'll try and find a movie. Like, I will try and find something to keep me going for today, because I'm working the next few days 1, because I need the money, 2, because I'm fucking bored, and 3, because I'm like helping work out. So I don't know, today's just been a shit morning, a shit afternoon, and I get fed up with the virus. So yeah, I know I've got so many books to read, so you know, reading should be like #1 priority on my list, but there are times when we just feel really crap, especially during this virus and that's going on. The weather is so nice today. What's really depressing me today is this lovely weather, and yet we can't go out in it unless we're going on like a really short walk sort of thing, like 1 walk a day we're allowed of exercise. But even then, that's risky for me because of my immune system. I don't want to risk that. I want to only walk unless I have to, so like walking to the shops to get myself some bare necessities sort of thing. But I did my shopping yesterday and got my bare necessities for the week. So yeah, it's all about like, is it worth the risk? Because at the moment I'm risking my health, and with these antibiotics they are really affecting my immune system. So I'm trying to eat like a yogurt a day to try and keep the good bacteria in my body. So I've got a little Actimel like probiotic drink and a probiotic yogurt, so I'm going to try and have one of those a day to just keep my stomach good. But I'm just lacking energy, and these antibiotics just aren't helping with this situation too. So my mental health hasn't been great, so therefore I was really affected yesterday by feeling really tired and exhausted. So I only read probably about 10% of the Kindle book, although I feel like the Kindle book is actually quite a big one, because it does feel like it's taking a while to read like 10% each time. So I feel like it is quite a chunky book. I'm not sure how many pages the final book's going to have, because it's meant to come out on the 7th of April, I believe. So yeah, but I am enjoying it. So I'm going to try and do a bit more reading, but I will do my best to update you either later or tomorrow on any reading that I've managed to get done. Hello people, today is the 8th of April and I am home from work. I'm so sorry that I haven't actually vlogged for you guys, because I've actually been at work the past couple of days. I only did a very minuscule amount of reading on the Monday and didn't do any reading yesterday at all. I was so exhausted because I've worked 3 13-hour shifts in a row. That's pretty much my contracted hours in 3 days. So yes, very knackered. Plus, I'm on these antibiotics that are killing me inside. Yeah, they make me so tired and exhausted. So just got my Kindle out for you so I can tell you exactly the percentage that I'm at in the ebook that I'm reading, because I did read a little bit on the Monday. So I'm still reading Meet Me at Midnight. I'm 74% through, so I've literally got a quarter left. My aim is so that I can get it completed today. That's my aim. I would like to do that, and then I want to start Ben's in Love today. So that's my target for today. I am playing the Final Fantasy VII Remake game, but I'm thinking of trying to balance it a bit so that I play for an hour and then I like read for an hour. So I've played this for a good couple of hours at the moment, so I'm going to find a place to kind of stop in a second. I'm just doing side quests and then I'm going to go on to reading some of my ebook, but that's my aim for today, because I would like to get that read. I started it last week, so I would like to get it finished for this week. So that's it for my reading update. I will try and speak to you guys either later tonight or tomorrow, updating you further. Howdy, today is the 9th of April and I'm here to let you know about my reading. So yesterday I told you I wasn't going to be sort of certain like how much I'd read, but I knew that my target was for me to finish Meet Me at Midnight, which I did, so I did stick to that. And then today, this very morning actually, I started Ben's in Love. I read about a couple of chapters. I'm reading on a timer, 30-minute timer, and I'm playing Final Fantasy VII in between, just what I did yesterday, and I am just starting again. So I'm like this far through, I'm on chapter 4, I've got about 20 minutes left on my timer. This is the second round. What I'm doing is I'm doing half an hour of reading, and then if I'm tired from the reading and I want a game again, then I go back into the game. But if I'm finding I'm enjoying my book, I can, you know, sort of read another half an hour. Basically, I'm doing what I want to do, and that way I'm not slumping and I'm not unmotivated, that sort of thing. So I'm going to be pretty much doing that. So I'm going to see how I feel after these 20 minutes, how I feel, whether I do a bit more reading or whether I go back into Final Fantasy VII. I mean, I've had some lunch, so it has been a good hour or so since I last played, so it might be that I do go back into it, but I'm just doing that all evening. And yeah, so I am really enjoying the reread of Ben's in Love, but to be honest, I can't remember it when I read it last. And this is actually the third time I'm rereading it as well, because I read it first when I was in secondary school, and then I reread it when I first got these books, and then I'm rereading them now because I'd like to go through the series. And I just don't remember this installment at all. I don't remember what happens in it. I cannot remember anything. So it's good that I'm rereading it because I'm refreshing myself. I know that I got to the 9th book in the series, so I'm heading slowly there. Like I say, I'm a mood reader, so I'm reading what I want to read. So after this, I will just see what I want to read next and that sort of thing. So yeah, I just will look at like all my books at what I want to read over the weekend. Do I want to stick to the other 2 books that I've got on my weekly TBR? It's just one of those things. Or do I want to start a book that's in my crate that I've got an urge to read, you know? It's one of those mysteries, but I would like to try and read some books for the Magical Readathon. So even if I do read a book that's not on my TBR, I'll try and put it towards a challenge or something if I pick something up. So yeah, so that's the main book that I'm reading. So I'm going to head off, get some more reading done, and I will either speak to you guys later tonight or tomorrow, let you know how I managed to get with my reading and where I am with my reading. Hello, it's day 10 of April and I'm here to let you know about my reading. So I'm currently reading Ben's in Love, and I am near enough halfway, I suppose, like nearly halfway. So yeah, really enjoying that so far, and I'm going to see how I go with it. I'd like to hopefully try and finish it today. I've got a few hours to kill. I'm going to go sit outside and do a bit of reading in a second, as all my errands have been done for today. So yeah, I'd like to get some reading done. So I'm going to head off now and read some more of this. Hey guys, it is the 13th of April. I'm here to update you on my reading. I apologise for not vlogging over the weekend. I did write it on my daily planner to try and do it, but I just didn't have time at all, to be honest, because it was my nan's and my mum's birthday over the weekend as well, and also I worked both days. I was absolutely shattered on the Sunday. I didn't really do a lot of reading, to be honest. I probably read like a couple of chapters on the Sunday, but I don't think I read anything on the Saturday, if I can recall. So I'm on chapter 15 at the moment of this. It's easily doable. I could easily really finish this today if I really got my head down and done it. So I'm on page 159 of Ben's in Love. I don't really know like what I actually want to read after this. I'm thinking of reading Pretty Funny by Rebecca Elliott, because it's a contemporary and I feel like it could be really funny. So that might be a possibility, but I need to have a look at my other review books as well that come out this month and maybe sort of like prioritize those as well to get those read. So I'd really need to sort of like have a little look at my review books and sort of make a decision, like, do I read a March release book or do I go for an April release book? I might like skip and go on to the April release because I've got one that comes out near the end of April to get read, so it might be that I read that one first. So I might just have to, like I say, prioritize my actual review books to try and get them read and reviewed before the release date, and that way it's done and it's sorted. But yeah, because this is one of my own books that I'm reading, I need to go on to reading a review book. So I need to consult my list and pick and choose from what book I'd like to read next, and so on and so forth, of a book that comes out this month. So yeah, so I am really enjoying Ben's in Love though. It's a really good book. I just love this series so much. It's so easygoing. I can just read it so easily. Like the writing style just flows, and they're such quick, enjoyable books, and they make me feel like I've done good with reading, sort of thing. So obviously definite target for this week is to finish that, and that way I've finished a book, and then my other target is to read like half of another. But I think because I'm off work this week, my target is to read at least 2 books and get 2 books completed this week. So that is my target, so hopefully I can get that achieved. If I can really put my head down and focus, I can get it done. But obviously I'll be gaming as well, and I'll be doing some housework as well, and shopping, and yeah, so that'll go into the mix as well, and going to collect my nan's mail as well. So yeah, it will all go into like the equation sort of thing. So yeah, I'm gonna head off now so I can get some more of this bread. Like I say, I'm just waiting for Aaron to come back from the shop. He only needed to really get some tea bags because he didn't have any. So yeah, so I'm gonna get some reading done, and then I will speak to you guys either later tonight or tomorrow, updating you on my reading. Hello, it's currently 4 p.m. and I'm just here to update you on reading. I have literally just finished Ben's in Love by Catherine Applegate. So that's a book that is completed this week, so I'm feeling very, very proud about that. I'm going to attempt to order some pizza and some cheesy chips in a few minutes because of dinner, so I'm gonna try and hold off as long as I can, but I'm starting to get like a bit hungry, so that'll be like my dinner and everything. So yeah, so I'll get that ordered soon and delivered here, and then I'm gonna go play some Final Fantasy 7 because I haven't played that today. I was just determined to finish this book and get this book read and completed, and I managed to, so I'm feeling really proud. Book-wise, I'm going to go on to Pretty Funny by Rebecca Elliott next. I'm going to see how I go with this one. Hopefully I do enjoy it, and I will attempt to read some of this later after I play some Final Fantasy 7. Hello, today is the 14th of April and I'm just here to update you on my reading. So yesterday I completed Ben's in Love by Catherine Applegate. Really enjoyed that, and I gave that 5 out of 5 Kit Kats. And then I started an ebook called Pretty Funny by Rebecca Elliott, and I read 10% of that last night, and I was really enjoying it, but I was falling asleep so I couldn't really read anymore. And then this morning, by the time I got out of bed, it was between 10:30 to 11 a.m. and I read some more of it, and I'm now 22% through. It's a really easygoing, very funny, hilarious read. It was just the sort of thing that I was imagining it to be. I thought it was going to be really, really funny, sort of close to along the lines of Louise Renison and her books. So yeah, really, really enjoying that, and continuing on with that. And then I played some Final Fantasy VII Remake, and then I got some lunch, and then I decided that I was going to read Saga Volume Number 1, which was a reread for me. I got the physical book of it, and I thought, well, I need to reread this series so that I can continue on with it. And so I read that within probably an hour or less. Really, really enjoyed it, actually, more than I did the first time, because when I was going on to Goodreads and altering my review and my rating, I rated it 2 stars the first time I read it, and this time I really, really enjoyed it to the point that I rated it 5 stars. Like, I really, really enjoyed it. I found it funny, I found it entertaining, I found it hilarious. It's random, but you know what, I really enjoyed it, and I didn't see anything wrong with it. I just flied through it, and yeah, it was really, really good. I really, really enjoyed that, so I gave that 5 out of 5 Kit Kats. And so that was another book completed, which knocks me down to 4 books behind my Goodreads goal now. I was 5 books, now I'm 4, so that's really good. And it was another book that I wanted to read this week on my weekly TBR, so it's another bit down. So I've got 4 physical books left on my weekly TBR for me to read from. Whether I stick to those, I'm not entirely sure, because I've been looking at my books and I've been feeling very overwhelmed. And I've also been thinking, like, do I look back at my first book haul videos, my reaction videos of them, and maybe read one of those books? And yeah, and that way it's knocking a book that's been on my TBR the longest, sort of thing. So it might be that I read that next. I'm not really entirely sure, but I'm feeling really, really overwhelmed about my books because of that. And obviously I want to read one book at a time, and it's just like, it's just like I've got so many ebooks for review, and at the same time I've got my own physical books to read that I've got in my garage and in my bookshelf, and just sat there waiting on my beanbag chair. So many books, but you know, just it is the way it is. And as long as I maintain the plan where I don't buy a lot of books and I'm just reading what I own and only buying the 5-to-1 token thing, then if I stick to that, I'm doing a pretty good job. So we shall see. So yeah, so I'm going to head off now so I can update my diary and watch these booktube videos, and then I'll get back into reading. Pretty funny. And then I might end up deciding a book that's on my oldest TBR / haul ever that I've got an urge to read. So we shall see from that and go from there. Hello, today is the 15th of April, it's a Wednesday, and I'm here to update you about my reading. So as you guys are aware, I did read and finish Saga Volume 1 yesterday, and I also finished Ben's in Love recently as well, and I started reading Pretty Funny the other night, and I read some more yesterday, read a good chunk of it yesterday, got to about 60%. I'm currently 66% through at the moment. According to my Kindle, I've got 1 hour and 42 minutes left of the book, so I'm just going to read for the next however long it takes to get me to 1 hour remaining left in the book. Then I'm going to go and excitedly peel some eggs, which I boiled earlier, for some egg mayonnaise, and then I'm going to play some more Final Fantasy for a good hour or two, and then I will finish the book, hopefully, if all goes well, and then I'll get dinner sorted, and then I aim to clean, hoover and do the bins around 8 PM because it's still light then, which is really good. So yeah, I'll try and do that around 8 PM and get that done, sorted for the evening. And yeah, and then I don't know what I'll do. I might start a book maybe tonight, or I could play a very little amount of Final Fantasy. So we shall see really how we go with time. But yeah, that's kind of like the gist of what I would like to do. And yeah, that's it really, guys. So not very exciting, but this is my laid back day. It's pretty much going to be my schedule for nearly all the days this week. I am really enjoying my time off of work. I'm slowly feeling myself mentally improve. I am still really exhausted. I've got to take my Wednesday antibiotic tonight as well. So yeah, so I am still really exhausted. But what else can I do, you know? It's just something that I can't unfortunately help. So yeah, I try everything to just improve my energy. I eat bananas, you know, I have breakfast, I have like healthy breakfast sort of thing. But I just always feel like my energy could be better, sort of thing. Maybe I need to start going on walks every day. Like if I'm not at work, maybe I should do a little midday walk or something as my exercise, and maybe that'll give me some energy. I don't really know how I can improve on anything. So yeah, I'm gonna head off now. I'm gonna get some reading done, and I will see you very, very soon with more reading updates. And I've also decided to participate in the reading wash, which is just going to contain a few of the books that I'd like to read anyway. So that'll be in my Friday Reads video on Friday, because it's going to cover Friday and over the weekend. But I'm low-key participating because I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. It's all up in the air lately. So yeah, I'm heading off now to get some reading done. Speak soon. Hello, today is the 17th of April and I'm here to let you know about my reading. I didn't actually get any reading done yesterday because I went over to Aaron's and then I went shopping, and then I left at like 6 PM, and then I got home and I played some Final Fantasy because I really needed to just, my mind was just really all over the place yesterday. It was a little bit of a mess. Even in the evening I was just like filled with so many emotions, and yeah, so I was just like, I'm gonna play Final Fantasy 7, and then I played until it was 9 o'clock, and then I was like, I'm exhausted now, I'm gonna go to bed. So I went to bed, and then I updated my diary, and then I went to bed. That's literally just like all that I did yesterday. but I didn't do any reading, so I'm going to try my best to make up for it today. I've got an aim to finish the ebook that I'm reading. I've only got about an hour's left of reading of it left. It's 79%. I could easily do that within the next hour, and then I can review it in the written form, review it in the video form, and then it's done. And then I can go on to my physical book, which is Wither by Lauren DeStefano. So the ebook that I'm currently reading is Pretty Funny by Rebecca Elliott. I'm quite enjoying it. I'm trying to think of like what I'm gonna rate it. Like I find it really funny. I do really enjoy it, but I don't know if it's a 5-star read. I think it's probably more of a 4.5-star read at the moment. Like, but I'm gonna see. I'll see how it ends. And I think it's just because of how the main character sort of like is. She's quite juvenile at times, sort of thing, and just where she's been selfish, and it's just sort of like as she did things, I was really annoyed at her. So I'm going to see what happens at the end. If she really does change her character and if she really does redeem herself, then obviously I'll think about it, because actually, you know, at least she changed her character and it's a character development sort of thing. So I'll have a think about it, but at the moment it's kind of like 4.5 stars, but so we'll see how the last like 21% of the book goes. But yeah, I'm really excited to start with her. It's on my 2020 TBR, and it's also one of the first books I ever hauled on my channel. So I've had this book for 7 years, but I've got such an urge to read it. So I'm really excited to begin this, and hopefully I do enjoys it, because I'm trying to think, I did pull out Confess out of my 2020 TBR as well, because that was also on my list too. But just the fact that I've had Wither for such a long time, I just randomly had an urge the other day to watch my reaction videos of what books I've had the longest I still haven't read, and I just went and I was looking at those books, and I pulled out at least 4 of them. Had The Summoning by Kelly Armstrong, Falling Kingdoms by Morgan Rose, Pride and Prejudice, and then Wither. And with the fact that Wither was also my 2020 TBR also urged me to, because I was like, yeah, I get that off of like that TBR, and I get it off of this TBR, and I get it off the fact that I've owned it the longest. So yeah, and I'm also thinking of doing a video soon of books that I've owned even before BookTube that I still haven't read, because I do own some, because I went through obviously the paranormal stage when Twilight was going out, and I've got books that are similar to that I've owned before BookTube that I still haven't got around to reading. So I might haul those in a video of like books I've owned before BookTube that I still haven't read. Guilty. So yeah, but they're all in my garage in crates at the moment, and they're listed as old books because they're older than 7 years old. It's just the way it is. So yeah, but I've been on a book slowdown, which has been really good. Sort of this month I've received a book that I have purchased myself, and then I've got a book that's just recently come for review, which is Dane Cobain's latest book, second book in his Lightfold series. And also I've had the Dragon book that's to do with Eragon, but I haven't read Eragon yet, but that was gifted to me. So that's just more of a factual book that I'll read whenever I get around to reading Eragon. But there's always like other books that will always have a priority. Also, since I sorted my ebooks, I've had like such a massive like urge to reread. Also, since I've sorted my reread books, I've had like a massive urge to reread some of those books, because I've pulled them all out and I've had a look at them, and then I put them all back, and it's just like whenever I want to read them. So it goes around in circles all the time, but I'm happy the fact that I'm reading the books I own, and I'm not splurging or anything. I'm being very sensible, things like that, and I'm being very adult, I guess I could say. So yeah, so I'm gonna head off now so I can get this reading done, and then I can get the video review and the written review done, and then I can get some lunch, and then I can play some of my game. I'm gonna see, because I'm feeling really tired today. I don't know why, I just feel like really tired here in my head and my eyes, my sinuses. I have been sneezing, so it could be that I either have a cold or allergy or something, because there's like hay fever that's going around at the moment. Even though it's raining, there's still some hay fever. So I could be just like bunged up because of that. But I'm going to take an allergy tablet anyway. And if it clears up, then it's definitely because it was an allergy. But it also could be a side effect of the medication that I'm taking at the moment. Don't really know. Oh, I also found out that my eye talk appointment is going to be not face to face anymore. It's going to be like over the phone. So I was like, okay, that makes me feel so much more at ease. So because I'm feeling more and more at ease, it means my reading is going to be like a lot better and I'll be more relaxed. And yeah, so I'm currently listening to some jazz music as well, as my video is nearly finished editing and I'll get that uploaded for tomorrow. So yeah, everything just seems to be slotting into place, which is really good. So yeah, so I'm going to head off now, get that reading done, and I will speak to you guys very soon. Hello guys, today is Tuesday, it's the 21st of April, I believe. Went back to work today. I did do a bit of reading yesterday. I'm currently on page 205 of Wither by Laura Di Stefano. So I'm past the halfway mark now. I'm really enjoying this and looking forward to seeing where this bit goes. So that's what I'm going to be reading from today. I've just got a little bit of time left of my break. Where I'm just going to do reading. Got just under half an hour, so I'll just do as much reading as I can in that time whilst relaxing. And yeah, it's all up in the air later of like what I'm doing because I don't really know yet. All I know is that I need to shower and then clean Cookie because I'm busy tomorrow, which is normally Cookie's cleaning day. So what I'm thinking of is doing that, and then I won't worry so much about. I mean, I might like blitz the Hoover around, but it might not be as bad. I'll try to see if I can keep it to one area like what I've done before is I've cleaned him in the kitchen, so I've only had to use like a dustpan and brush to just sort of sweep up bits. So yeah, and then I'll just hoover a bit later on in the week because I normally do all my cleaning in one day because it's like bin day sort of thing, but I'll probably leave that to like later on in the week. So it's literally going to be a shower, clean Cookie, tidy up sort of thing, have a bit of food to eat. I've got some pizza and yeah, so I don't really know what's going to happen tonight, whether I'm going to do any more reading tonight. That's what I was trying to get at. But yeah, just thought I'd let you know that. But that's the main book that I'm reading. I have started to listen to City of Lost Souls. I am on chapter 3, I believe, but I haven't listened to any. I didn't listen to any last night or today. So I might listen to some tonight or tomorrow morning when I'm on my small little commute of 15-20 minutes. Other than that, yeah, I'm not entirely sure when I'll be listening to that, but I do like listening to the Mortal Instruments books on audiobook. And yeah, I need to get back into audiobooks again because I'm renting them. I'm renting Audible and I'm renting Scribd and I'm just not using them. So I need to start using those again, start using audiobooks again, and the more I use audiobooks, the more that I read. So if I do that, then it'll all be good. So yeah, so I'm going to head off now so I can do some reading of Wither before I have to go back to work for my afternoon shift. And I will probably speak to you guys either tomorrow or later on in the week on further updates of like my reading and all that sort of jazz. Hello, today is day number 24 of April. It's Friday and I finished a book today. I finished Wither by Laura Di Stefano. I did a review on it as well today. I'm doing pretty good with keeping up to date with my reviews. I reviewed it on Goodreads and yeah, really enjoyed that, and I ended up giving it 5 out of 5 Kit Kats. It was really enjoyable, good start to a trilogy, And the handy thing is the sequel came in the post today. So I don't know when I'll start that. Could be that I started next week. Could be that I started next month. I'm not really entirely sure yet. But I want to try and do my best to actually stick to my TBR for like the last few days of April. So I am listening to City of Lost Souls by Cassandra Clare, this big beast. I've managed to have some progress. I'm on 136, but I'm mostly listening to this on the audiobook because I really like the audiobooks of these. So I'm listening to those on my commutes in the car if I'm going from here to London, if I'm going from here to Ringwood, or I can listen to it on my breaks at work if I so wish, or just before I'm going to bed sort of thing. But yeah, I haven't listened to it. I didn't listen to it last night. I listened to a bit of it yesterday in the daytime. So I haven't listened to any today yet. So I might try and listen to some tonight. But I'm going to see how I go because I'm feeling quite tired this evening, which is good. That should hopefully mean that I sleep well. Then this weekend, the aim is that I start my next review book, which is The Easy Part of Impossible by Sarah Tomp. And that literally, that's already come out. It came out on the 21st of April, but I've got it for review still, so I still got to review it. And yeah, I've been trying to like keep up with my review books pretty soon. I'd say probably early next week, maybe Monday. I need to start looking at my TBR for May and also the review books that I've got for May. I need to have a look at those and put those in an order of what I would like to read and so on and so forth, because I still want to keep to this motion of like reading what I want to read and then reading a review book, because it's kind of like really balanced that way. So yeah, I'm really sort of like really enjoying that. So I've only really, like, for my Friday Reads video, I only really mentioned these two books that I've mentioned today for you because I finished with her and because I'm working the weekend. I don't know how it's going to go with my reading, and I don't tend to read a lot when I'm at work. I try to read like on my breaks. Like the other day I read a few pages of Wither when I was on my lunch break, and when I was on my evening break I managed to read a few pages, even if it's like 20 or so, but it's still something. So yeah, just hope to get something read this weekend, even if I listen to the audiobook of City of Lost Souls. Is something to me. So yeah, so I'm gonna head off now because I'm gonna play some Final Fantasy VII Remake, and then I aim to do a bit of reading that tonight, whether that's audiobook or physical reading. I'm not entirely sure yet. I'm just going to see how I feel, but I've got a few bits to sort tonight before I go to bed. Just need to edit and upload another video tonight for Saturday's video, and then I'm gonna if I have time, hopefully I will update my diary and then I will do some reading. But yeah, hopefully I can get all that done and sorted for tonight without like rushing too much. So yes, that's what I'm currently reading, what I plan on reading over the weekend really, and yeah, mainly just listen to Sea of Lost Souls, and hopefully tonight I will start The Easy Part of Impossible. I'll try and read at least the first chapter just to see what I think of it. I haven't done a lot of reading today, but in a way I have, because I finished with her, and to me that feels really good. So yeah, I'm going to head off now to do those bits, and I will try and speak to you guys very, very soon. Hello, today is the 27th of April and I'm here to update you on my reading. Sorry I haven't vlogged for the past couple of days. I was working over the weekend and haven't had a chance to vlog because when I was on my lunch break, someone was pretty much on their lunch break next to me. I was unable to vlog. One person was literally in the next car to me, and I was just like, this is awkward, I can't film. And then on the second day, someone was just 2 cars away from me, and I was just like, I just can't vlog. Like, it's something that I can't do. So yeah, so I apologise for that. And when I got home, I just showered and did laundry and, just got ready for the next day, or, just mellowing down and just didn't really have time or the motivation, to be honest, just being knackered after a shift. So yeah, I'm feeling very tired today though. I did have a nice lay-in, but my body kept on sort of like almost persuading me to sleep a bit more, and I was like, no, I need to get up. But I've been feeling so tired, I could easily go to bed right now. That's how tired I feel. Like my eyes just feel so heavy and my brain just feels so foggy, and I don't know, I'm hoping I'm not coming down with something. I'm hoping that it's not because I'm run down or anything. I don't really know. It could be to do with my antibiotics. So yeah, I did a little bit of reading over the weekend of City of Lost Souls. I read a couple of chapters and I started listening to the audiobook last night, and I've just been continuing on with the chapter because I fell asleep about halfway through. So I've just been reading through, trying to remember what I was listening to, and I'll now read to the end of the chapter. I think this is quite a longish chapter as well, but I'm currently on page 246 now of City of Lost Souls. So I am slowly getting to the halfway mark, which is pretty good. It's my aim to start the ebook though, so once I've read this chapter I would like to at least start the ebook that I'm on and read like the first chapter, and then I'll play a little bit of Final Fantasy, and then I'll settle down to bed and do a bit more reading / listening to audiobook until I sleep. That is the plan for today, as I've been off work, but I've just been feeling very, very lethargic today. So tomorrow I'm working, so probably not a lot of reading is going to get done again unless I do really well on my breaks. And then I'm off Wednesday, then I'm working Thursday, then I'm off Friday, then I'm off Saturday, and then I'm working Sunday. So that's my schedule for the week for work and for the days that I'll have off. So yeah, that's all I've done today. I haven't really done any reading apart from this. I've just been slacking today quite badly. I've actually edited and uploaded a couple of videos, so I've been doing that as well, and I've been editing the subtitles for them as well. I've been trying to put the captions on the videos lately for people who are hard of hearing, and I'm hoping that people appreciate it. So yeah, so I'm going to head off now, do a little bit. I'm going to finish this chapter. I'll see how I go and what time it is when I do finish this chapter, and then if I have time I'll read a chapter of the ebook. If I don't, I'll leave that for when I'm in bed. Yeah, I'm just feeling so tired. I'm really, really sorry. I do apologise. We're nearing the end of the month now. I need to, within the next few days, be sorting out my May TBR. There are so many books that are on my April TBR that I didn't get around to reading because I just read what I wanted to read. City of Lost Souls is on my actual April TBR though, so I am doing pretty good with that. And I changed Time Between Us. I swapped that with Wither, so that's not so bad. But I haven't read my Unwrapped book. I haven't read my 2020 book choice, and the rest of the books are on my Magic of the Readathon TBR. And I haven't yet read my 2019 recommendation, although I would like to start that this week. So yeah, just my reading's just been, well, it's been odd, but I've been reading what I want. For me, I kind of want to attack my currently reading pile, the books that I've started and not finished. I kind of want to do a catch up, I think. So May might be my catch up month. And might be a possibility that I was thinking, like, do I read The Hunger Games? I mean, it is on my reread TBR. So I don't know if maybe I read the first Hunger Games book just to get me in the mood for the new Hunger Games release that comes out next month. That's going to be on my TBR. The Hunger Games book, as soon as I get it, I'll read it. because I've got a big urge for that. But yeah, I just want to attack my currently reading pile. I've got so many books I've just started and not finished. So yeah, I'm thinking May's going to be the catch-up month. And yeah, I'll just attack that really. So yeah, so I'm going to hold off now so that I can do these reading bits and the Final Fantasy. And yeah, I'll try and vlog for you within the next couple of days. If I don't vlog for you tomorrow, that's just because I've been working all day. But yeah, I should be able to vlog for you on Wednesday just to let you know how I've been doing with my reading. Hello, it's the it's the 30th today, isn't it? It's the 30th of April. For some reason it felt like the 29th. So it's the last day of April. Aaron would have got paid today. So I need to actually check that he did. I've got to make sure that he pays to have his boiler fixed, because he's got a broken boiler that he's had broken for a few months. And we've been hoping that some local businessman will offer a deal because he's a key worker, but nobody seems to be. And if they do, it's not for mobile homes. So yeah, that's just another little thing. But reading wise, guys, I didn't read anything yesterday at all. I think I'm just past the halfway mark of City of Lost Souls, it looks like. And I did start The Easy Part of Impossible by Sarah Tomp. So that's done. I'm like 2 chapters in that. I think it's about 10% through. But I will update you either like later or tomorrow on further details. But I plan to listen to City of Lost Souls when I'm on my lunch today. I tend to listen to about a chapter or 2 chapters on my lunch break. It depends like how long they are. So yeah, that's just the plan. I mean, I'm at work all day, so it is what it is. The weather's not very good today, as you can see. It's been raining, so it's not been very good, but I feel very safe that I'm in my car and it's nice and steamed up, so I feel like I'm very enclosed. So I've got to head back to work now, unfortunately. So I will, like I say, I'll either update you later or tomorrow on further reading progress.